Welcome to the World Health Network's broadcast. I'm Katie Marsh, your host. Today, we will be discussing how to keep yourself and your loved ones safe and healthy this holiday season, both physically and mentally. We have special guest Dr. Fatima Khan and emergency management psychologist Sam Bernard to help us navigate common difficulties faced during the holidays. But first, we have with us today Yinir Baryam, our co-founder, to discuss some safety guidelines to reduce risk this holiday season. Hi, Yinir. Our question for you today is, how can you and your loved ones stay safe from COVID-19 during the holidays? Is it to just not go? That surely would be best, but not everybody is going to be able to do that. It has been several years since many people have been able to see their family, and a lot of people are going to do just that this holiday season.
But people are also concerned, not just about COVID, but also flu and RSV. So here are some steps you can take to reduce the risk of getting infected when you gather. First, agree to take precautions ahead of time. Aim for at least a week before the event. Wear a high-quality N95 mask or better. The more precautions that people take in the days leading up to the event, the better. Also, limiting the times without masking during the event as much as possible helps. Second, set up HEPA air purifiers or do-it-yourself Corsi Rosenthal boxes in each room if possible, so that air is being filtered wherever people are together. Remember to open windows, even if just a bit in cold areas. And if at all possible, meet outdoors. Third, test before you get together. When you head out from home to get together, and if there is a gap in time, test again the day of the event before arriving together. PCR-type tests are much better, and there are versions you can do at home by yourself. Rapid antigen tests are less reliable, so test even more times, a few hours before and one directly before getting together. Fourth, if you test positive, believe it. Even if you test negative but have any symptoms, stay home. Tests have false negatives, so even if a test is negative, you may be infected. Set up ahead of time a virtual option, and remember, it is much better to be able to join next year than to be infected and infect others this year. Fifth, update vaccinations and a flu shot. Make sure you can get them safely. Although vaccinations cannot stop transmission on their own, making sure that everyone at the event is up to date reduces risk. Finally, one of the most important tools for navigating the holidays is to communicate. No doubt, if everyone is on board about precautions before arriving, it can greatly reduce stress so you can enjoy your visit.
Thank you, Yinir. These are super helpful. I have a few last tips. It is best to avoid close contact during your gatherings. Be especially aware when you're arriving and departing. Be prepared with a mask on in case someone comes close. And if you're coming with a baby, use a baby carrier so they are not passed around. For our next segment, we have Dr. Fatima Khan to speak more in depth about ideas for communication and advocating for your boundaries this holiday season. We just heard some great strategies to reduce risk, but what about negotiating with family to get these plans in place? Hi, Fatima. Thank you so much for joining us today. As we well know, every family situation is different, and although we can't give specific advice, we can offer some ideas that might help.
Hi, Katie. You're right. Holidays can be a high pressure situation. Let's start with ideas on how you may navigate these choppy waters. Remember, every family situation is unique. Holidays do not require you to deny your reality, be a past version of yourself, conform to a reality that you do not share, engage in triggering or draining conversations, abandon yourself, your needs, or your boundaries.
Yes, these are so important, but how do we do it?
Clearly and objectively state the boundary. Resist the urge to explain. State how you will respond if your boundary is crossed and follow through.
That sounds tough and uncomfortable. What about the guilt, shaming, and fear of being left out?
Knowing your why helps. Let me ask you, what could be a good reason for you to do this?
Well, because it is a triple demic, someone in my family is high risk. I certainly do not want to go to the emergency room at this time, and I'm not going to be playing Russian roulette with my health or anyone else's.
Exactly.
Okay, so what does someone say if they just don't want to go?
They can say, we won't be able to travel or join indoors for the festivities, but we would be happy to join the dinner virtually or outdoors. In some cases, they might be able to say, I would love to drop off a gift or food. Or they might say, I would love to pick up a gift for you and we can meet outdoors with masks on.
Okay, what if somebody wants to go but be safer?
They can say, I would love to join or host, and then state the specific terms and conditions they are comfortable with. Or they might say, we will come over to visit and eat outdoors and wear masks indoors.
But what if there's pushback?
They can say, if you cannot respect the precautions I'm requesting, I will not be able to host or join.
Okay, so here's a tough one. What if someone just changes their mind?
They can say, I know I agreed to travel or join earlier, but I do not feel safe doing so now. Then they can choose to offer a virtual or an outdoor option.
What if relatives just don't understand?
They can say, I love talking to you and do not want all our conversations to focus on my decision to protect myself or my family from the triple demic.
And what if they get angry or emotional?
They can say, I understand you're angry and I need to take a break from this conversation. Or, I can tell this is important to both of us and we see it differently. Another option could be, I respect that we have different opinions.
Disagreeing with someone and staying connected is a skill set and challenging. And we don't always reach a satisfactory compromise.
Yes, if the conversation does not reach an agreement on a safe plan, consider not getting together in person this year. In that case, we might say, I respect and love you, but let's find a different way to celebrate.
Thank you. We hope that these suggestions help you navigate with greater ease this holiday. Remember that every family situation is unique. Thank you so much, Fatima, for sharing these tips with us today. To wrap up, we have Sam Bernard, emergency management psychologist, to share a few final words on families and the holidays. Hi, Sam. Thanks for joining us. We have been talking about the potential difficulties of family communications during the holidays. What are the most important things for people to know?
First off, you're not alone. Others are struggling with this same thing too. Second, stand by the facts that you believe and trust and let those guide you. Third, you cannot hold yourself responsible for other people's holiday cheer. Fourth, we really can have too much of a good thing. And in trying to fulfill expectations of that good thing, it turns out to not be good for us, actually toxic. And finally, if you're in over your head and you don't know what to do or what to say, reach out to people that you trust, including trusted professionals, spiritual leaders, folks like that.
Trying to maintain the old family traditions can be hard and especially unsafe during these times.
And that's because it's not the same. It's not the same people, it's not the same places or the same times. Things have changed. What was may not be what is right now. It's okay to make new traditions that actually benefit your life, your beliefs, and your philosophies in 2022 and beyond. Embrace new traditions and have fun with them.
Thank you, Sam. These perspectives ought to really help folks stay safe and enjoy this season. Thank you so much, Fatima and Sam, for being with us today, and to everyone who joined us. We are wishing you a very safe and enjoyable holiday season. We're in this together.
Happy holidays.